Hey my beautiful Scorpio peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your February 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Couple things to note before we start. If you're interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com, link down in the description below. Just want to give you guys a quick disclaimer. The only way you can get a personal service with me is going to be from my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It may be sold out, so if anything happens to be sold out, it does get resupplied weekly, so you can check back next week if anything. I do want to mention though to you Scorpio, please be careful with the scammers and impersonators. I'm never going to reach out to you asking to read for you, and I'm never going to reach out to you asking for money. So watch out, because there's tons of people that impersonate me and a bunch of other tarot readers pretending to be us and trying to do business with you, but they're really just trying to scam you. So watch out for those people, okay? All right, though, Scorps, without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it and let's see what's happening here for your February 2023. So what do we got showing up here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout their February 2023. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout February 2023. We got a bunch of cards coming out over here. We got here a Two of Wands, a Two of Cups, a Four of Pentacles, and a Ten of Swords. This is a situation where somebody could be struggling potentially to let go. I'm not sure if this is on your end, Scorpio, or somebody else's end. So there could be somebody here struggling to let you go potentially, or vice versa. I'm going to put these back in the deck though, okay? Because we got to get through the normal layout of the reading, but this could potentially resonate to some of you as a storyline. Nonetheless, though, starting out here with the overall energy for you, Scorpio, we begin this reading here with the Six of Wands. Good. So Six of Wands is success. It's the energy of like, I'm good right now. I feel good. I feel successful. Everything kind of feels like it's going right for me at this moment in time. Let's go ahead real quick and get two oracle cards to back up this Six of Wands. So let me get two oracle cards here real quick to back up the overall energy. And what do we got? We got here 7 deadly sins, and we also have here face your fears. So let's go ahead and jump into these cards. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, Scorps. Like I said, Six of Wands, something feels like it's moving in the right direction. I'm not sure specifically if we're talking about the direction of love, the direction of your career, your personal path, but something definitely feels like this is moving along in a very good way. Now, having a look here at the first oracle card we pulled here 7 deadly sins, and it says humanity's destructive traits. So this could be about you potentially being surrounded by environments that were possibly destructive. You know, maybe you were dealing with people who, I don't know, could have been like a toxic friendship, could have been like a toxic relationship for some of you as well. But when I see the 7 deadly sins card, it kind of just gives me the vibe here of somebody who has really toxic traits. Looking on to the next oracle card that we have here face your fears, release the power of fear. You know what it looks like to me, Scorpio? I kind of feel like this month you're successfully releasing somebody. I think that that's kind of the way this is going down, especially with the way that the oracle cards are coming out here as well, because it looks to me like you were in a position where you were dealing with somebody who maybe had like a very toxic kind of way of gaslighting you. And with this individual, they kind of knew how to keep you around. You know, you identified that the situation wasn't good for you. You identified in the past that the situation was unhealthy, but they had such a way of talking or such a way of taking action that somebody kept you involved in a cycle that you knew you were better off being without. And I think that this is going to be the month where it's like, you know what? I'm standing up for myself. I'm moving in a new direction, and this individual is not going to get to me anymore going forward. Okay? So I like that for you. Definitely a bunch of empowerment coming in here for you, but I feel like you're finally having this courage here to step away from somebody who has not been a good influence on you. Okay, let's have a look here at your current situation for February 2023. We start here with the Page of Swords. We have here the Queen of Pentacles, and then lastly, we have here the Magician. So, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Magician card coming out here as well. Now, when we start here with the Page of Swords in my book can resonate towards like a lot of different things. Page of Swords can be the card here that can represent stalking or keeping an eye on somebody, but it also, to me, it could be a card that represents hesitancy, like being too hesitant or scared to speak up. So I feel like over here with the Page of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles, when I look at the current energy, you know, you're moving out of the energy of being hesitant into recognizing I need to take care of myself. Queen of Pentacles for me, that's the card of self-care. So I need to make sure I'm doing everything that benefits me. I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And of course, with the Magician here being followed up with that Queen of Pentacles, Magician card here is about showing up. And what are you showing up for? You're showing up here for yourself. So Scorpio, this is going to be the month where you really show up for yourself. You show up for your needs and you make sure that you're well taken care of. You're not going to allow yourself to be involved in a cycle any longer. And especially a cycle here where somebody seems to be making quite a negative impact overall. So I do see this month being a powerful month of release in terms of somebody here who's kept you stuck or kept you trapped. Okay, let's go ahead and have a look here at what's potentially coming in here for you. So what's going to be potentially coming in here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus during February 2023. First card out, we got here the High Priestess. Next card out is the Six of Cups. And then lastly here for you, we have here the Hierophant. Absolutely. So looking at what's going to be coming in here for you, High Priestess to the Six of Cups. I feel like your past that you shared with somebody here, the memories, the time to reminisce, it's going to be powerful. It's going to be strong. You know, in February, you're going to start thinking back to all the experiences you had with someone specific, and you're going to start to pick up on, you know, everything that really happened in those experiences. I feel like this is about connecting the dots. You're going to see things you didn't see before. Does that make sense, Scorpio? It's like as you reflect, as you look back, you start to see things about somebody that you never really noticed before. And I feel like the more you're seeing, the more you're not liking it. You know, we have here the Hierophant. Hierophant card here could be a Taurus possibly, right? But this usually represents some sort of commitment. So I feel like this is somebody in your life that you had a relationship to. And whether it was a romantic commitment or this was a friendship, then a person you were devoted to, maybe you were a devoted friend to this individual, you're just realizing maybe they were never as devoted to me as I was to them. And a lot of things are starting to add up and make sense the more you're reflecting and reminiscing this month. So like I said, I really feel like it's going to be a massive month of release, but I also feel it's because everything's just starting to make sense. The puzzle pieces are starting to fit. Okay? Let's go ahead and get some clarity here before we move any further. Tell me about the Six of Cups. As Scorpio here is reminiscing, what exactly are they picking up on? So we have Knight of Pentacles, and let me get two more cards. We have here the Princess of Cups, and then we have here the Two of Cups coming out here as well. Yeah. In terms of love, Scorpio, Two of Cups here to the Page of Cups, you never hesitated for a moment to show this person love. You never hesitated for a moment to show them that you cared. You did everything you could to be the best person you could be. Whether it was about being the best romantic partner, the best friend, the best employee, because this can resonate towards career as well. You really put in the work here with this specific kind of relationship. And when we look at their side here, Knight of Pentacles, everything with them always felt very slow. It was like if you would show them love, it took them forever to show you it back. You know, if you would show them forgiveness, it would take them forever to show you forgiveness back. This was a very slow moving energy. I think that despite the negative attributes this person had, they would show positive attributes too, but it would take a very long time for them to be prominent and to be present. You know? So like if you would make a mistake, you'd apologize immediately. They'd make a mistake. They'd apologize months later. So this is somebody here who I think has a bit of an ego, to be honest. I feel with this Knight of Pentacles. This is probably somebody who always thinks they're right. And I feel like it takes them a very long time to kind of process their wrongdoings, their faults. And especially anything they've done against you, it's taken them a very long time to process. By the way, taking a look at my computer for a second, as we're recording this right now, it's 11:11 a.m. So 11:11, that is the card that represents new beginnings. That's not the card. That is the time. That is the synchronicity, excuse me, Scorpio, that represents new beginnings. And especially in love and romance, for those of you that are dealing with a romantic situation. Yeah, I'm hearing I've had enough, especially on your end, Scorpio. Because like I said, you're going to be reminiscing here, jumping into February, and everything's just going to start to make sense. You're going to really start to see somebody for who they are. And as you're starting to see this individual for who they are, you're just noticing like, I've done everything I could to be the best person I could be in this specific kind of relationship. And it feels like it was always a struggle to get them to do the decent thing, to get them to do the right thing, to get them to be honest, to get them to apologize, to get them, you know, to show me the same amount of love equally as I provided for them. So it felt like it was always a struggle with this person. And like I said, I think there was a lot of negative attributes that this individual did bring to the relationship. You know, they very well likely could have had a lot of destructive behaviors here with the 7 Deadly Sins card showing up. I want to get into these behaviors a little bit though, just to get a better idea of what you were dealing with. So let's take a look here into the person that Scorpio was dealing with here. Because I do see Scorpio in February walking away from this individual, but how did they behave towards Scorpio? Try to summarize it in like 2 to 3 cards max. How did this individual behave towards Scorpio? And we have here the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Always withholding the truth. I definitely feel like whoever you were connecting with had a difficulty with being honest. They had a really hard time with being honest. But I also feel like with the 3 of Wands here to the 2 of Swords, this is also a person who was always very indecisive. Never knew what they wanted. And I feel like they delayed with the 3 of Wands here as well. So for example, if this was a romantic situation or a romantic relationship, Scorpio, you were probably like, I'd like to grow in our relationship. There's many things I'd like to do. And then this person here wouldn't grow. It feels to me like they were always pretty stagnant. They were very slow moving. And that shows up here with that Knight of Pentacles that we were just talking about. I feel like whoever you were dealing with, very slow moving person. Like it took them a while to recognize their faults. It took them a while to show decency. It took them a while to show love. It took them a while to, do something maybe that you wanted in the relationship. So everything was always slow moving. And I feel like at the same time here too, with the 2 of Swords to the 3 of Wands, this individual would definitely promise false hope, I feel, because I think that they would say, you know what, one day, 3 of Wands, one day we'll be happy together. One day we'll have this, one day we'll have that. But it never really mattered because I think you started to recognize that they've said one day so many times, Ace of Swords, you started to see clearly that that day is never coming because this is the person who's not sure of themselves and isn't necessarily sure of what it is they want, especially when it came towards you. So I will definitely mention here for Scorpios dealing with a romantic person, you were starting to feel a lot of doubt that things were ever going to progress in the relationship the two of you had because your person here was all talk but no walk. They can talk the talk, they don't walk the walk. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and have a look here and see what you can expect throughout the rest of your February. All right, so what can Scorpio here expect, please, throughout the rest of their February 2023? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. First card out is going to be the 2 of Pentacles. Next card out is going to be the King of Cups. Then we have here the 9 of Cups. And then we have here the Judgment card. Absolutely. So, taking a look here at what you can expect for the rest of your month. 2 of Pentacles to the King of Cups. I think at first, you're going to kind of wonder to yourself, am I making the right choice? Am I making the right decision? Should I really walk away? But then King of Cups, you check in with yourself emotionally. You check in with your value. You recognize your worth. And you're like, yeah, I should. I think I should. 9 of Cups. I deserve to be happy right now. And I deserve to be with somebody or to be involved in situations in my life that are benefiting me. So Judgment card, I'm taking a chance on this. I'm taking a chance on walking away from this person, and I'm going to go ahead and do me instead. How does this individual react when Scorpio ends up walking away? In February 2023, they have here the Emperor, and we have here the 7 of Cups. It's not going to be easy for them to let you go. And that's what's interesting too, right? Because in the beginning of the video, we pulled out a couple cards that was saying that it looks like you're in a situation where somebody can't let go. It's either you or another person. Looking into the reading now, it looks like the other person, right? But Emperor card showing up here, this could be a very possessive energy. So I would watch out for that, Scorpio, because whoever you're dealing with could be kind of possessive. Maybe they've, showed these traits before while you had some sort of relationship to them, whether it was friendly or romantic. But I think that even now, more so when you end up walking away, they're really going to show possession. So I would be careful because I think this is somebody here who's like, yeah, you can't do this. And they seem very manipulative. Like when you walk away, they're going to tell you, okay, good luck finding something else out there. 7 of Cups. There's going to be tons of options, but who's going to want you? I'm the only one who stood here with you. I'm the only one who was available, yada, yada, yada. They're going to try to really instill fear and doubt that there's nothing better than what you had with them. But I think you're at that point where it's like, I know there's something better out there. There has to be something better out there. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't have walked away in the first place if I didn't believe that there wasn't anything else that's potentially better out there at that moment in time. And I think that it's not even about finding something new. It's just about putting yourself in a better position. Because I don't want to be with somebody who lies. I don't want to be with somebody who takes forever to realize when they're wrong or to invoke change when things can be improved. I don't want to be with somebody who moves slow or who doesn't bring in equal give and take with me. At the end of the day, I just wanted to be on my own. And if I find something, that's a bonus. If not, It is what it is, because I'm out of this situation. No longer am I going to deal with a lot of the stress that I've dealt with overall. Absolutely. And I feel that for you, Scorps, for sure. Let's go ahead and have a look here and see the universe's advice before we close out the reading. So what advice do we have showing up here from the universe for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus during February 2023? Let's go ahead and see. First card out, we have the Four of Pentacles. Then we have here the Queen of Cups. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. And then we have here the King of Pentacles showing up here as well. Four of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. Four of Pentacles is a card that represents the energy of feeling stuck, but Queen of Cups can be a card that definitely represents that you're in a very overly kind of emotional place. It feels like on an emotional level, I'm more sad than happy. I think you recognize that. And that's a feeling that you've been holding on to for a while now, dealing with this kind of connection. So the universe is saying, it's like, if this situation's giving you more sadness than happiness, is it worth it? Because it doesn't seem way too even. It's not a pro outweighing a con. It's a con outweighing any pros that the individual you were dealing with was bringing to the table. So the universe here is saying, at the end of the day, you were missing a lot of the things you've needed in whatever kind of relationship this is. But overall, it wasn't something that was making you happy most of the time. So in terms of advice, Five of Pentacles here to the King of Pentacles, you're better on your own, is what the universe here says. You're better off being on your own and not moving into anything new than you would be if you stuck around with this individual. And then with the King of Pentacles showing up here, you're also going to be a lot more stable. You're going to feel a lot better emotionally. You're going to feel a lot better in general. You're going to put your focus on other things in life because your energy is going to be there, because no longer is it being drained by the person you're dealing with. Universe here says what you're doing now by walking away from this situation is it's bringing in more pros in your life than cons. The pros are finally outweighing the cons. No longer are the cons outweighing the pros. Absolutely. Let's go ahead here real quick too and get two quick oracle cards regarding advice from the universe here for Scorpio. So let's see. What are going to be two quick oracle cards regarding advice here for Scorpio throughout February 2023? And what do we have? We have here sensuality. It's time to express your sensuality. And then we have here owl. It's time to follow your intuition. Absolutely. So your intuition here is booming, Scorpio. I mean, you recognized jumping into the month of February, yeah, it's time to go. So let your intuition guide you, okay? And especially, by the way, in terms of sensuality, you know you have a lot to offer. You have a lot of beautiful energy, and Scorpios, by nature, are very sensual beings as well. So it's definitely time to explore that with other people. I feel like overall, Scorpio, you deserve to explore that and express that with people that are really going to give you back that same exact energy. And I think that right now, it's going to be a time to follow your intuition, because truthfully, it looks to me like you're getting ready for a new path. Okay, going forward. So I feel like even if you're not expecting to align to something new, let's say, for example, this reading was about a romantic relationship, I feel like a new relationship's in the works for you. If this was about a friendship, you're about to find somebody even better to have a friendship with. But whatever it is you're lacking here, I feel like a new path is coming in. So let your intuition guide you, because I do think that something new will be showing up here relatively shortly for you. That's just a quick prediction, though, overall. All right, though, let's have a look here at the overall outcome for February 2023. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? And what do we got? We got here the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to make a new investment is what you're saying here. Seven of Pentacles. It's time to make a new investment. It's time to start fresh, and we'll see what happens here going forward. So I feel like coming at the end of all this, at the end here in February, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not expecting much. Not really. I'm just happy to be out of this situation. And you know what? It's time to make new investments, and whatever happens, happens. Because I feel like Seven of Pentacles, it's also a card of patience. So you're kind of like, I'm patient too. I'm not rushing the process. If I let go of a friend here, I'm not looking for a replacement really fast. I'm not looking for a new best friend. If this is a boyfriend, I'm not looking for a new boyfriend immediately, right? If this is a job, you might be looking for a new job, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm not looking for something that's going to be the end all be all just yet. So I feel like you're not rushing going forward. You're really going to take your time, and you're also going to be very wise with the kinds of investments that you make, because you want to make sure that the next investment you make in is going to be something that is for the long haul or the long term. And I think it will be, for sure. Okay? All right, though, Scorps. With that being said, though, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed your February 2023 tarot reading. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. I did want to mention real quick, if any of you are new here and you're interested in subscribing, definitely feel free to. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. But Scorpio, have a good one. Enjoy February, and I will see you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.